This week, I start in New Zealand, pop over to Australia, as you do, and fly halfway across the planet on United's longest flight. 16 hours, 2 engines, and 1 set of cutlery. This is United Flight 100. Good morning from Christchurch in New Zealand. I have got a super long flight to take today, all the way back home. But first, I've got to get across to Sydney to get on board. Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hi, good morning. Hi.
Thank you.
Yes.
Black one here, yeah.
And then the blue bag.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Pass the parcel.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Well, good day, cobbers, from Sydney in Australia, and I'm about to get on board United Airlines' longest flight. 16 hours, mate. It's going to be bonza. Yeah, I'm going to stop the Australian accent now and try and get to a lounge, because we've got a long flight ahead of us. United being in Star Alliance, I'm guessing we get a choice today of lounges. We can either use the Singapore Airlines one, I guess, or the Air New Zealand one. They're both up here. Which one shall we do? Shall we try the Silver Chris one first, the Singapore one? That might be a bit better, eh? Let's see what it's like. Hello there, how are you? I'm awesome, thank you.
Were you after the Air New Zealand lounge or Singapore lounge? You can use
whichever one I get to first, which was this one.
That's fine.
Thank you.
You can use both. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you very much. Thank you. This lounge isn't too bad, is it? I thought it might be a little bit quieter in here than the Air New Zealand lounge, based on the fact that there's less flights to Singapore than there is to NZ, so I figured it might be a bit quieter. And also the food I thought might be a bit better, but all they've got really is noodles. The rest of it's all just like sausage and scrambled eggs and stuff, so it's okay. We'll have some noodles. Get a bit of lunch down me, and we'll be heading down to the gate soon, I guess, for my flight, and my plane is right outside the window here, so not far to walk.
To the Qantas transfer desk.
Oh my goodness, it got mental busy in that lounge. I've come out, we've got like 20 minutes till we're bored, but I've just come out to get out of there. It was just ram-packed full and noisy. So let's go down to the gate. It's going to be a super long flight, but I am so looking forward to it. Can I just say, oh my gosh, how nice it is getting to the gate and seeing the United Airlines plane there to take me home. Isn't it crazy as well, this plane, by the way, twin-engined Dreamliner. Twin-engine Dreamliner. It's going to take me on a 16-hour journey, halfway around the world almost, back to Houston. Can you remember the days when you had to have like a 4-engine plane to get even across like the Atlantic or something like that? And now this thing, these two engines, not even that big engines, these 2 engines on this plane are going to take me halfway around the world, all the way across the Tasman Sea, across the Pacific Ocean, across Mexico, across the Gulf of whatever it's called these days, and into Houston, and we'll be there in about 16 hours from now.
For your 1K customers traveling to Houston.
Alright, thank you. Hi there. Thank you, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Hey. That's fine. Just take your break once you're through. Just the middle seat.
All done.
Awesome, thanks. Have a great day. Hello. How you doing?
Good.
Awesome, thank you very much.
So, I have to get a picture with you because my son, we watch this every time.
Really?
He's in, oh, yes,
Oh, wow.
we do. Yes, we do.
Well, we've got 16 hours together,
Yes,
so yeah,
we-
any time. Awesome, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
That's cool. Welcome on board United Airlines' longest flight, the 16-hour hop across the Pacific Ocean from here in Sydney all the way over to Houston, Texas. I'm in seat 1A. So today I'm not just a 1K wanker, I'm a 1A 1K wanker. Even it's like double the wanker. Anyway, it's about a 16-hour run today across to Houston, Texas. I'm doing it in Polaris business class today because it's such a long flight, and it's going to give me a ton of PQPs, which is the points that you use with United towards my status for next year, basically, which is the reason I'm doing it. But it's got a standard Polaris seat. It's very comfy. We've got all this bedding, Saks Fifth Avenue stuff. Really comfy, really nice. These awesome pillows, by the way. Every time I see one of those, I think, I wonder if they'd notice if I nicked it. I've never done it, and I never will, but you always wonder if they'd notice if you just slipped it in your bag. It's a lovely little pillow. It's very comfortable bedding as well. We've got a little cubby hole here. We've got a Therabody amenity kit, which we'll go through in a little bit. We've got the Polaris menu, which we'll go through in a little bit too. The in-flight entertainment, of course, so we'll go through there later on when we do what's on TV. And yeah, this is me for the next 16 hours. Not quite sure what the plan is yet. I've got quite a bit of stuff I want to do on the website, which I might try and do on this flight. I also want to get a full night's sleep if I can, and have some nice meals as well. We'll see how we go. So here we go then, pushed back and ready to roll. One Dreamliner, 2 engines, 8,500 miles ahead of us. What could possibly go wrong? It still blows my mind that you can get on a plane in Australia and get off nearly a full day later just down the road from your house. You used to need 4 engines and 3 stopovers for this kind of journey, but now 2 big fans and a bit of optimism. Our route today then takes us out over the Tasman Sea, across the South Pacific, skimming past New Caledonia, then right across Mexico and into Texas. 15 hours, 43 minutes, 2 engines and 1 very full wine list. I think, right now it's sort of 25 past 7 in the evening, Texas time. So my plan is to get some dinner now, maybe have a glass of vino or 2, cheeky little glass of wine, and then after that, get a bit of work done until bedtime, and then try and get some sleep, and then wake up in the morning in time for breakfast, and then probably an hour or 2 until we land down in Houston. We'll see how we do with the winds tonight. Hopefully the winds are kind to us this evening. So then, drinks time. Step 1, set the table. Step 2, admire the wine. And step 3, drink it quickly before it jumps out of the glass. Alright then, first meal service of the flight. Starter, buffalo mozzarella. It was this or salmon. I went for the buffalo mozzarella because it sounded buffalo-y, and I like buffalo wings. It doesn't look like it's got buffalo wings in it, but hey, it doesn't look too bad nonetheless. Got a nice glass of cab ready to go with my beef short ribs as well, which should be quite nice when they come around. Oh, it's a bit bumpy. There's a sort of a hurricane hitting Brisbane at the minute, and we're sort of skirting around the edge of that at the minute, and we keep going through like really bumpy clouds. That's quite pleasant actually. I quite like that. Very good. And the big test, of course, as well. The bread roll. Is it heated? Is it warmed? It is marginally warm. That's good. Although it's on an ice cold saucer, so I'll take it off there so it doesn't get cold. Alright, the beef short rib. By the way, if you work for United, can you tell me, aside from saving up somebody washing the dishes, what's the logic between you keeping one set of cutlery for like your entire 3-course meal, your starter, your salad, your main and your dessert? Like, there's no, like, this is filthy now. This is covered in like butter because I've breaded my cob. It's covered in cheese because I ate my cheese with it, and now I've got to eat me beef short ribs with it. First world problems, I know, I appreciate that, but in any case, like, a second knife and fork might be quite nice. But anyway, let's try the short rib. Kind of falls apart in your mouth. That's really nice. The food is amazing, even if it's tinged with mozzarella and butter and vinaigrette. United's ice cream sundaes, though, are the absolute stuff of legends. They're amazing. They've got blueberries today as well. Look at that, blueberries and fudge. You can have any toppings you want. Amazing. Oh my word, they taste amazing. brought to you by Surfshark. Now, as you guys know, there is nothing I enjoy more in the world than surfing. I'd even go so far as to say I'm actually pretty good at it. Well, not this sort of surfing. Obviously, I'm not very good at this. It's far too cold and wet for my liking. I much prefer a different sort of surfing. Surfing the web. I'm really good at that, and I can spend hours at it. You see, thanks to Surfshark, surfing the web is a lot more pleasurable and safer too. Surfshark's a VPN that encrypts all of your data, even when I'm travelling on public airport hotspots and Wi-Fi, on planes, in hotels, you name it. Whenever I'm on public Wi-Fi, my data's safe because I'm encrypted through the Surfshark VPN. You see, a VPN encrypts your data, which means that you're not leaving anything on display for the rest of the world to see. Even when I'm not travelling though, Surfshark comes in handy because I can sit and watch TV as if I'm anywhere else in the world, which is really handy because I live here in the States. Thanks to Surfshark, I can still watch my favourite TV programmes with Susie, like Gogglebox. Super easy to install. You go on the website, you download it and install it, you sign into your account, and then you can choose whichever country you'd like to connect through. Right now, Surfshark are offering you 4 extra months completely free of charge at surfshark.com/Noel Phillips. Out of the window, I spotted somewhere that looks a little bit familiar, but not for the right reasons. Right, so right down there is New Caledonia, of course. The home of Air Caledonia, the airline that lost my bag famously, cutting a trip short a couple of years ago. I need to go back there. It is a really beautiful part of the world. I'd love to go back to New Caledonia at some point and have a proper look round, actually, and maybe not lose my bag this time. It took weeks to get that bag back, you know. I don't know if I ever told you, but it took like 3 or 4 weeks. It was going backwards and forwards for about 3 weeks between New Caledonia, New Zealand, Australia, back to New Caledonia, back to Australia, back to New Caledonia, back to New Zealand. Eventually, it jumped on an Air New Zealand flight back to Houston, and I got it like 3 weeks later, just in time for Christmas. And maybe if I go again next time, I might actually get to keep my bag. Alright then, amenity kit time. Let's see what's in the bag. It's a Therabody kit. It's like a little apple with a little core at the top, very nice. United and Therabody. Now, United amenity kits, in my experience, are some of the best, historically speaking. They used to do those amazing, like, away ones, like a collaboration with Away suitcases. It was like a little mini suitcase. They did another one that was like a fanny pack, or a bum bag as they'd call in England, and that was quite nice. And this is the new 2025 Therabody one. You see what's inside. What is it? I can't see. Ooh, arrived revived. Okay, so in here we have a towelette, a lip balm, hand cream, hydrating mist, and eye serum. We don't have a Theragun. That would be nice if you got like a little massage tool, wouldn't it? To massage yourself while you're on a plane, but no, they're just advertising that. A pair of really crappy socks. Look at the state of them. Ooh, windows were going dark then, we had to jump in quick to stop them. A paper pen. Stop it. Stop it. If the windows start going dark on a Dreamliner, you're supposed to press the up button and it will stop them from going dark all the way down. Because if you're not careful, they can lock you out for the whole flight. Anyway, stay. I think that's stayed. Right, and we've got a dental kit. We've got earplugs. And we've got an eye mask, but not a very good one. It's not that brilliant, actually, this kit, compared to what I've had in the past with United. Go away. It's been quite nice in the past. I'm trying to stop this window from going dark so I can still see what I'm doing. Yes, it's not as nice as some other amenity kits I've had in the past from United. They've sort of cheaped out a bit these days, but hey, every airline's cheaping out these days with amenity kits, so it's not really surprising. Anyway, so it's apparently bedtime. We're being sent to bed now, so I'm going to talk you through the TV, and we're going to do a loo review and get a bit of work done probably, and then maybe get a bit of kip. I don't know, we'll see. So with the windows plotting against me, I settled into cruise mode, some light coding, a glimpse of remote islands, and a growing sense that the cabin crew really want me to go to bed. Alright then, seeing as though apparently it's almost bedtime, it's lights out time because they've started turning all the windows off. So let's have a look at what's on TV on the United 787, shall we? Alright, so let's see what we got here. Shark Beach with Anthony Mackie. We've got Moana 2, I noticed, which is quite apt, seeing as though we're just flying over that sort of part of the world. But let's see what's on TV. So we've got, the good thing I like about United, by the way, is you get this sleep station thing. So if you pop on sleep station, it basically lets you play nature sounds or deep sleep music, and then lets you show like an air show map over the top of it. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. But anyway, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to show you through the rest of what's on here. We'll come back to the maps in a minute. We've got movies. Let's have a look. There's all sorts of movies. United's entertainment system is pretty flipping decent. Moana 2, Gladiator 2, Transformers 1, Moana 1, Wild Robot, Gladiators, Beetlejuice, Twisters. You get the picture. They've got everything on here, absolutely everything. It's a really, really nice entertainment system, and the TV system is not to be snubbed either, because on here they've got all sorts. They've got like HBO Max and stuff like that, so you can go onto Max and see what there is here, like every episode of The Sopranos. Some of the United planes do have Channel 9, which is the air traffic control, so you can actually listen to the air traffic control from the flight deck. It's called From the Flight Deck. This 787 does not have that, unfortunately, but it does still work, and I can confirm. My lovely wife Rachel was on a plane recently, and they did have Channel 9 working on that plane, on an A320, so it is still a thing. But we'll have a look at the flight map here, which is quite cool as well. So it's one of those that you can sort of swipe and move around and see the whole world. Really responsive. You can zoom in and see that we've just flown over New Caledonia. We're about to fly over Vanuatu up here, over there. Very, very nice indeed. We can get all this sort of view showing you like how long's left on the flight and all the rest of it. It's really, really good. United's entertainment system is pretty flipping decent. It's one of the best, I think, of all the different airlines that I've flown on. Very, very good. Anyway, I'm going to try and start to chill out a little bit now, because it's getting late at night. It's 9:45 at night, so almost my bedtime. So I'm going to chill out for a little bit, maybe have a little drinky poos, little nightcap, and then we'll try and get some sleep.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
You'll notice I have my United pyjamas here I'm about to change into, that they've just come around and handed out. When you get jammies on a plane, it feels so much nicer. But anyway, let's not skip ahead to that bit. We've got to look at the loo first and look at what we're working with here. And unfortunately, it ain't the best, really. We're sort of overflowing in the bin. There's like soggy paper there everywhere. There's just... but to say we're only like 2 hours into the flight, we're not doing too great on this plane. It has been quite a busy loo though, I have to say, because everybody's been using it. It's like one up at the front of the plane, so everybody in business class has been using this loo. Anyway, I'm going to quickly get changed and head back to my seat.
That was the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
Meanwhile, while I was off filming bathroom content that nobody asked for, the crew transformed my seat into a fully made-up bed. Alright, the bed is down. The whiskey has arrived. I'm going to have a quick sip of whiskey, I think, and try and get a bit of rest. The bed is so comfortable, by the way, on United. I do love their Polaris beds, and I can always get a good night's sleep, usually speaking. That's famous last words, I know. I get quite a decent night's sleep. The bedding they use, this Saks Fifth Avenue stuff, is really, really good. It's so comfy. A little bit snug, actually. This 787 compared to, like, what was the last one I was on? I think 777, the last one, and it was a little bit wider. This is a little bit snugger, I think. Snugger, is that a word? Anyway, we'll see in the morning, and we'll see what time we end up waking up. Right now it's sort of 11 o'clock at night Texas time, so we'll see what time we wake up in the morning and how long's left. And this is the best thing about this, I'm going to bed right now over New Caledonia. Where will I wake up in the morning? Only time will tell. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Somewhere over the Pacific, the sun rises, and so do I, barely. Well, good morning. I have slept for I don't know how many hours, 6, maybe 7 hours, I'm not sure. It's the beginning of March, the clocks have changed while I've been on the flight, which is a bit weird. So the clocks in Houston have gone forward an hour, they've sprung forward today, and it's, my watch says it's 6:30, My phone says it's 7:30. This doesn't, I don't know what it says. And yeah, that in any case, 6 to 7 hours, not masses, but not too bad. We are flying, we are tanking along at 700 mile an hour right now, which is pretty cool. Landing early, I think, into Houston, but then again, I still don't know because of the time change. Oh, it's been so bumpy overnight though. Like literally, it's been so bumpy. There's been things flying off. Everything that's not been fastened down has been flying off everywhere. It's crazy. But I've got a cup of coffee. I've got a Tim Tam. I'm gonna have a bit of a snack, and I think the breakfast will be done pretty soon. They're just putting it in the oven, so hopefully that will be coming soon, and then we'll be landing in a few hours into Houston. Anyway, let's get my seatbelt done up. Crew, by the way, on this flight, absolutely wonderful. Really, really nice. As you often find on United, depending on the base you get, some of the bases aren't quite as nice and friendly as others, but the crew on this flight is so friendly, so chatty. It's been nice. I've just been stood chatting in the galley to them for about 10 minutes, so it's been quite nice. As we cross into Mexico, the landscape below us turns rugged and beautiful, a reminder of just how far we've come. Hours of ocean behind us, a whole continent ahead of us. After some time though, I spotted the border wall down below between Mexico and Texas, indicating it was almost time to get back home. We have just crossed the border wall from Mexico into Texas. We're nearly home, baby. We're nearly home. This never gets old. I've been away for a week on this trip. That's all, just a week. But still coming home feels just so special. About another 40 minutes time, we'll be back in Houston. Well, the joy of being back on home turf was slightly dulled by whatever this breakfast was supposed to be. It's always surreal how quickly your surroundings switch from foreign to familiar. One moment you're sipping red wine over the Pacific, the next you're 10,000 feet over Buc-ee's. You can soon tell that you're over Houston. The roads are 6 lanes wide and no one's using their indicators. As approaches go, this one's less dramatic than, say, Queenstown, but it does come with free barbecue, so I'm not complaining. So there we go then, United Airlines longest flight done, and I'm back on home turf at Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Honestly, this was a really nice flight. Despite the meals being a bit variable in quality, the crew were fantastic, the seat was amazing, and as always, I really enjoyed my long flight on United. This flight cost me just under $3,000 for a flight of over 8,500 miles, working out to a cost per mile of just 34 cents per mile, which I thought was pretty reasonable value for money, really. We disembarked into Houston's Terminal E, which has only just been modernised and expanded, and it's quite nice coming in this way. Passport control was super quick. I was through global entry in a matter of seconds thanks to their new machines that just take a photo, and I headed outside where my wife Rachel came around to pick me up. Just a short 40-minute drive later and I was back home. Well, here we are then, home. Amazing flight with United Airlines. Oh, home. United Airlines longest flight is complete and done. I really enjoyed that ride. Let me know what you thought to it down in those comments. But right now, I'm off for a bite to eat and to go and spend a bit of time with the family. So I will see you on the next video. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Take care, be kind, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.